Hey, Mike.
Not sure what Mario's got going in the background here, but there we go.
All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and get started. Coach, you want to talk a little bit about tonight's win?
Happy, excited for our kids. Haven't been getting the results we wanted, even though we've been playing good. So to get one of the results to go our way, extremely happy. To end the stretch that we had with a win, I think encapsulates how our season has gone and the way our team has stayed together and just answered the challenge, no matter what it was, every time. So I'm glad we got the win, sitting on 8th seed in the tournament, which this year is a great place to be, and looking forward to getting down there and get started on Thursday.
Paul.
Hey, just kind of to follow on that note, just the fight your team has shown throughout this streak here the last couple of weeks, but to kind of finish it like that, what does that do for you and your group?
It makes you feel better. I mean, it just does. Winning, you know, I hate to be simplistic, but we got gut punched the other night. I'm literally sore right here. I don't know if I don't know what, but I'm literally gut punched from the other night. So you just feel better. I don't know that we played any better, to be honest with you, but we won. I think we did a lot. I mean, 6 people in double figures, only turning it over 5 times. There's a lot of good things. Aaron Barnum going 4 for 4 from the foul line. Sam going 6 out of 8. Jersey was unbelievable in her 23 minutes. It just makes you feel better.
Well, you hit on one thing, and then I'll let somebody else go. Is
All
what
right.
I would say is 6 in double figures. Seems like you got a little bit from everybody.
We did, yeah. And hey, listen, the play of the game was when we got the seal off call that ended up going upgrading. That's Destiny Oberg and people and our kids talking about it in our scouting reports. Our kids did the scouting report for this game because of the way it was done. I signed them. We didn't have a day to practice, so I signed little small groups, each a film, and every word we wrote on the scouting report was from their reports. And that play, that was a massive changing point of the game. So Sasha Goforth's job defensively in the second half on Anastasia Hayes. Coach Lacey Goldwire made that suggestion coming in to the halftime deal. And obviously, I think she only had 4 points in the second half after 16. So big shout out to Lacey for coming up with that. And then obviously Sasha for executing it. But I just thought it was a total absolute team effort all the way down the lineup tonight.
Porter.
Coach, you're talking about after halftime, you're up and they go on a little run and you're thinking push out. What clicked and made the team like, all right, no, it's almost remnants of the Auburn game. You see the other team pulling away and then they just something clicked and they just said, no, we're not losing this game.
They did. It was during the time. It was during the meet, during the changing of the quarters, and they all just said, "Hey, we're still only playing just okay. We got more left, and we got plenty of time to rest. Let's leave it all out there." And they did. They were talking about it. Maybe Coach Todd said something to him. I'll have to talk. I don't think I made any valuable input tonight, other than a lot of clapping and get out of their way. So maybe Coach Todd did, but I give Amber, Mac. Sasha was very vocal tonight. Sam was very vocal tonight. You got to give those upperclassmen a really good job of, keeping Jersey confident. I thought she was amazing rolling behind, their big kid. And we had some tough guards tonight. I mean, they went 5 guards on us. And we had to really, those bigs had a different type of challenge than guarding Aaliyah Boston and people they've been guarding. It's a different type of challenge. So I think, like we said at the beginning, I just think it encapsulates our whole season in a half of a game.
And I'll follow up with Sasha going 3 for 4 at the 3-point line and just everything coming together offensively. How does that feel? You lock up the 8th seed and now you're playing a team that you have beaten twice. I mean, what does that feel going from how everything's been going to getting a big win like this, and now you get to play a Missouri team?
Well, we got in here for the shoot around, and Sasha goes, "I love these balls." She was making everything. So it does. I mean, and so let's see if I can talk to Nike and see if we can use those balls at home. But she played 40 minutes. Obviously, we needed her for lots of things. She was unbelievable on both sides of the ball. But I think it shows you the type of team that we can be. And I think I watched all the games today, and every person on their games. We're talking about teams going into the tournament that have a chance to make a run. I didn't hear our name one time. So I love the fact that we played back capable. I get it. I understand why. They don't get a chance to watch all the games. They have to do so much prep for their games. But we've played really good against really, really good teams this year. So, I mean, I don't know. We may go down there and win it all. We may go down there and lose our first one. I don't know, but I'm going down there with a lot of confidence, and I know our team is too.
CJ.
Coach talked about confidence. How comfortable are you in this 8th spot facing Missouri in the SEC tournament?
I'm never comfortable facing Robin and Missouri. They're so hard to guard, but we've already played them twice this year and beaten them twice. And I think their win today over Florida cements them into the NCAA tournament field. I think it locks them there. Now, I don't know how people will perceive our win or not, but we're going down there to play Missouri, who we've already beaten twice. I feel really good about the matchup. We know them. It won't be a hard preparation. It'll be a hard execution. It'll be hard to guard them, but we know them so well. I think we could ride it without watching film. And there's always a renewed energy at tournament time. And we're going to feel we've got, I don't know if I looked at it right, but we've got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Like, we got 3 days in between. I don't even know what we're going to do with ourselves.
Anybody else?
You can get a lot of rest, Coach. But on top of that,
A lot of rest.
Barnum, she didn't play that many minutes tonight. Is she still hurting?
She's still hurting, but we made the decision before the game back here in the coaches' room. We said, if they go little, we're going with Aaron. If they go big, we'll stay with Jersey and Emory. And they went little there late, so we stayed with Aaron. And she went 4 for 4 from the foul line, was clutch, did a good job on defense. Her knee is the only thing that limits her. That's it. Her heart is in this. She was a Razorback. She wants to win. She loves her teammates. When she doesn't play, she's frustrated because she can't help. She's not frustrated at the situation. So when her number got called, I thought she performed outstanding in her 13 minutes. 4 rebounds, 10 points. It's 2 offensive stick backs. It was big.
Jonathan.
Coach, you kind of just touched on this, but these after this grueling stretch that you've had, to be able to have these 3 days of rest before the SEC tournament, just how does that give your team another win, and how is your team going to use these days of rest before the SEC tournament?
Well, we'll use it strictly for rest and recovery. Our athletic training staff will be the most important people on our campus for a couple of days. Coaches will hunker down starting on the plane tonight, watching, what Missouri did. They've had some lineup changes here at the end. Blackwell hadn't been playing, but then they go knock off Florida on the road, who's been one of the hottest teams in the country. So we'll start to work tonight. I'll let the kids rest and enjoy this one. We won't even talk tomorrow probably. We'll load up on Tuesday, get to Nashville, and start working then.
All right, everybody. We'll end it there.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Mike.
Bowen and JC for putting these cards in my pocket. I thought Bowen's back note was the best. I don't know if y'all can decipher it, but it just says, "Love you, Dad." All right. Thanks.
Have a good one.
See you, Mark.